Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Damsels and Dice.
It's a little dicey, but
this is how we roll.
I am going to turn you into bards sooner or later. At any rate, welcome back, everybody, to this session of Damsels and Dice. DM, player, Talavin, player, Nora. I don't think we have any additional announcements other than the relative change of our format, which you should have seen in our last video. So, unless there's anything else you all want to say, we can roll right into it.
It's my birthday.
It's Katie's birthday. Happy birthday.
She's a whole year older now.
I'm a year older now. Yes. I have to restart my rotation around the sun.
Confused. When you said that, she... Look up.
Are you content? I was trying to train her to sit, like, with her paws up and just, like, perch, but she hasn't complied yet. We started training yesterday, but she's doing alright. I'm not holding her against her will, by the way. Anyway.
This is just what she likes.
It's just what she does. Okay.
Alright.
And we're matching.
But, with that, let's go ahead and get started.
Yes!
The traveling adventurers, the two cousins, Talavin and Nora Naerstar, have been traveling through the Hhatu Strip. After traveling to many towns previously, running across different NPCs, one of them being Jacob, one of them being Wyatt, Adriel, Zoom, and the sprites they have befriended, Talel, Jin, and the one they rescued, Spice. Upon traveling to the next city, a place called Sogsow, they realized that there was this eerie feeling. The people that were wandering about the streets weren't wandering around for very long. Slightly panicked and worried, it was getting dark, the rain was coming, and the party had no place to stay. They ended up finding a place, or were rather given a place, by Katie and Arthur Chaucer, a father and daughter who are residents of the town, And they managed to see why everybody was so worried, why there was this innate tenseness in the city. A creature with whelps on its feet, dark green skin, clawed hands, managed to snag a person, and, from what the party understood, took them off somewhere, never to be seen or heard from again. In an effort to investigate all of these different events, the party elected to go to the very edge of the border, thinking that perhaps there was something about that would prevent some people from going or allow some people to pass through while others possibly lost their memory. To no avail. They returned, visited the top of the city tower, which they realized was a relatively recently built compound for watchers, keeping eyes out for whatever creature have been tormenting them, as well as visiting a temple of Melora. With nothing else, for the rest of the evening, they retired and fell into unconsciousness. Talavin.
You said we didn't have any dreams. I already wrote it down. No!
Oh no, you can never unwrite something.
That's very unfortunate.
No!
No, you don't have any dreams, but you're the first to wake.
She just scratched it out.
I hate you.
You wake up, you're the first to come to consciousness the next morning, shortly after Nora wakes up. And the day is yours. What do you wish to do?
Well, we did everything we wanted to do yesterday. I was kind of hoping those trolls would come back so we could do that, but... She wrote, she tricked me in her notes.
No, I wrote, she trickses me.
Sorry, what should we do today? Maybe we could go talk to some of the locals?
Bro, they barely come out the house.
Yeah, but let's see. We talked to the temple, we talked to the library. And there's no books that we can go into. Well, I guess to start the morning, I'm gonna go and see if Michiko. Not hockey. I decided to change the name. Not hockey.
Okay. It's not going to be hockey.
Michiko. Mm-hmm.
Ichiko or Ichiko?
Michiko. Michiko.
Ichiko.
Michiko. See if it's still there. And I telepathically am like, I didn't tell you this yesterday, but leave the sprites alone. Don't eat the sprites. Because I forgot to explicitly say that.
Good thing you left her outside.
Exactly, yes. Don't eat the sprites. Or kill them. Don't go close to them unless otherwise stated.
Do you open the door to, or you just convey this telepathically?
Wait, I can't open the door because it's...
That's a
I do it telepathically.
You get the sense that the order will probably be followed.
It better. It has to follow my orders as long as I'm specific.
You get the sense it'll probably be followed.
Okay.
I feel like she has a choice.
So no one else is awake?
No one else is awake, just you two. The day is before you. You can see, just off to your left-hand side, you can see that very thin crack in the floorboards that let a little bit of daylight. It looks like it's going to be a nice sunny day once again today.
Talavin.
Yes.
Perhaps we should consider going to the, was it the northern entrance that the creatures go in and out?
Definitely.
You all went to the northern entrance the day before.
No, we went to the.
We
went to the southern one. They go out the southern. They come in and out of the southern one. We went to the one they don't come in and out of.
You all went to the north where you heard that everyone was disappearing. Everyone was fleeing north, and you went to that. You went north.
All right, my bad. Okay, we need to go to the one we originally entered the city through because we came from the south.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to go back to that one and see. I mean, they said that they couldn't track the creatures, but maybe if it left a clue or
we can find any more like barriers or anything.
Any information we can glean might be helpful. I don't know what else to do.
We're just gonna have to get past this barrier first. They point toward the door. Gonna have to get her to come open that, I guess.
You hear creaking along the floorboards above you. And the unlatching of the door. The door opens. You see Katie there. She kind of gives a wave and glances down, sees everybody sleeping still, except for you two, and gives a wave and she gestures. She's going to go to the door. Tiptoes around everyone stealthily. Not as stealthily.
It's woods.
Okay.
She winces at every single step after step after step. It doesn't seem to wake anybody. Except for Wyatt, who is...
it's Wyatt, though.
He's not directly at the base of the stairs, but he's sleeping next to Jacob, which is also near the stairs. As soon as he hears the creaks, you see his... Actually, just as he stretches, he goes for his knife. And you see his eye just barely peek open. And you see whenever he sees her coming down the stairs, his hand just relinquishes it, and he closes his eyes again.
Okay.
That's good.
That is good. Hiya! Alright, I guess when she opens the door, I'm gonna go out.
I'll go out too. I'm gonna have my armor and my weapons with me. And my potions and my herbs and stuff, but not like my full pack, but just like most of my other gear. Not like full gear, but like all the essentials.
As Katie, as she uncasts the charm on the door, can I insight check her to test her actual abilities? To see if she's fully I don't know anything. Or not, I don't know much about the arcane and stuff. I just want to just watch subtly as she does it.
Yeah, good thought.
I'm just gonna... Mackenzie believes her, and Nora believes her, but... Natural 20. My first roll of the day! Oh!
My first roll of the day for nice Nora. Good way to start off your birthday. As you watch her and you watch her symbols and stuff, she seems trained in this particular spell.
Okay.
I guess that she's probably done it many, many times. But based on everything else that you've seen around, she's not an active participant in the arcane. She's not actively training. She just knows a few things.
Okay. Because it would be our luck to, like, stay with the people who are causing this or something, and then they're the boss battle.
Fucking facts.
Okay.
Yeah. No. It seems like she has a few tricks up her sleeve, but does not seem, overly skilled, because there are spells that could easily bring different things to her, and she's physically going over and getting all of them.
Okay. Just curious. I'm gonna go outside.
He gathers up the eggs and goes back upstairs.
I'll take care of all the horses except for Buttercup and Cessna.
You're not taking care of Buttercup anymore?
I never took care of her. I don't want to get too close to her. I'll, give Buttercup fresh water and food, but, cautiously.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sasana and Buttercup, neither of them have moved since you saw them the day before,
Oh, God.
as they're still in a staring competition.
Oh, man.
Hilarious.
Hang on, the phone just rang. Hang on. I'm sorry.
We have to pause
Just
for a
think,
second.
you go ahead and take care of the horses and do your thing. I have to answer the phone.
I'm gonna blow all of her notes off. She has that on the table.
All of Emma's drool and hair.
Yeah.
The poor thing. But yeah, no, I'll just give all the horses food and water and take care of them, and I'll brush a couple. I'll brush Warrior down and then brush Firefoot off and Mirn and Daper and then if I went up to Buttercup to brush her, would she allow me to do that, or is she gonna
She's currently in a deadlock.
I'll take advantage of that and brush her off real quick until she notices, and then just
Yeah, she doesn't move. She and Sasha are just
that's fine.
eyes on eyes, just staring at one another. The boys, they're not putting up with anything.
They're
off somewhere else. Yeah, no, none of that. Not experiencing any of that. After a while, about 20 or 30 minutes in, Wyatt comes out and sees what you're doing. He's like, I have to. Okay, and he goes over and starts helping you take care of Nier and he's contributing. After about another 10 minutes or so, Jacob stretches and he comes out and he's like, he sees Buttercup and Sasana in this deadlock. And he sees you attempting to hurry and brush off Buttercup, and he's like, I'm not gonna mess with this. You've got this.
Damn. Okay. And I'm just
he sees that you are just handling everything right there. No one else is causing issues. About another 20 minutes later, Katie comes down with the trays. It looks like she just kind of scrambled the majority of the eggs into a bowl. Just kind of sets that down at one of the tables, dangerously close to the pack where the sprites are currently sleeping. She just sets it down and gives a small wave and goes back upstairs.
Okay. I guess Adriel and Zoom are still sleeping then?
Right after that, they actually do come out and they begin distributing bowls to everyone.
So I guess I'll tell Wyatt and Jacob that we were going to go check out the southern gate and see what we could find. Well, I guess I'll tell Adriel and Zoom since they're out there too now. Well,
they all
Nora's...
give the consensus of that. Sounds like a good idea to me. Jacob.
Jacob what?
No, that was.
Oh,
Jacob.
okay.
Jacob chimes in and says, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, I guess we should probably set off early. I don't want to get caught out there too late. I'll run and let Katie know but we should probably saddle up and get going while it's still early.
He nods. Everybody comes to the same kind of consensus, and you go upstairs and let Katie know. Just kind of give her a wave, let her know that you're going to the southern gate today.
And then I'll go down and start saddling up. And is the sprites still in the room?
They are.
Okay, well, as I on my way back down, I'll go over to them. I'll just kind of be like, "Hey, you guys awake?"
Takes a minute, but you see Jen is the first to kind of peer out. She's still laying down. She just looks up. She's like, "Oh, good morning. Such a lovely sleep. What?
Nothing.
There's something. What? Why are you making that face for?"
I'm not making a face. This is Sophia's face. She can't help it.
And she's dressed, and she just kind of looks at you and places her hands on her sides. She looks. What? Hey, what are you looking at us for, like that for?
I'm not. I just think this is the whole family thing going on here is adorable. You're just positively precious. I love it.
Are you being honest?
Yes, I literally love them.
Gives a nod, like. The answer is no, we weren't. She ducks back in.
Do you guys want to come with us? We're gonna go to the other gate today.
I think I would like to go, and Talal, do you want to go? You hear? Yes. I think that would be beneficial. Yes. Like, well, I'll go.
Okay.
Like, no spice, you're coming with us.
Yeah, I'm afraid you can't stay here by yourself. They still don't know about y'all. Prefer to keep it that way for now. Okay, and then I bring them over, and do they want to ride with Zoom again?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it over to Zoom and be like, hey, they wanted to stay with you, but they wanted to come with us.
Everybody is strapped, saddled, ready to go.
Nora,
And
finish
you all
your
head out
conversation.
to the southern entrance, the place where you initially came into the town. You all ride through the streets, descending, taking lefts, taking rights, and eventually you do see the gate, once again unmanned. You glance about the streets, don't see too many people out. You see a couple of people, and you see a couple of mothers with their children. But as soon as they hear the clacking of hooves against the cobblestone, they bring them close and are kind of clinging to the shadows of their location.
Okay.
And eventually you all make it to the southern gate. What do you wish to do?
I would wish to just look around, see. So, like, obviously, so yeah, I know you said once we enter the town it's cobblestone, but does, like, the cobblestone end where the wall is, or does it, like, kind of go out a little bit until it turns back into dirt?
It goes out a little bit.
Okay, and then I assume just, like, the trees kind of start, like, the forest starts, like, right after the walls.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're almost pressed up against one another.
Okay. I just want to, like, look around, see if I see any forms of tracks up ahead on the dirt road, on the sides of the road, claw marks on the trees, any kind of stuff like that.
Sure. Go ahead and make a nature check.
Do you want to help me?
Yes, I would. What's your nature?
My nature is... Oh, mine's... That's not... There's no way. That's only a plus 3.
Mine's +5.
Okay, you do it.
Nature check. We're observing nature. Tainted 20.
Tainted 20? Glancing at the ground, glancing at the bark, you do see that there are many different sets of tracks. Some of them are hoof tracks, most likely from whenever you came in the other day. And off to the side, the right-hand side of the road, if the wall is to your back, you do see several large footsteps heading off in a southwesterly direction.
Okay, I point them out to everyone.
Adriel also notices, and she's like, yeah, that's definitely gonna be hurting somebody. Are we
Should
actually
we-
going after this thing? Are we
Should
trudging
we
along?
follow it?
The
Like, what general direction do these tracks look like they're going in?
southwestern.
Just like southwest.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can tell that there were at least 3
That's not.
by the way that they are overlapping.
Well, I don't think we're prepared to go after them. I was hoping to see, I don't know, to like observe the footprints. I don't know. Just to try to figure out exactly what it is.
Can we tell via the footprints and stuff what it
I
is?
mean, we did see its actual foot.
You all have tried thinking about what this thing was before. Nothing's come to mind. You all haven't spent, even though you've spent a lot of time in the swamps, this isn't your terrain, this isn't your original place.
Of dwelling.
For my ring with Jasper, is that telepathic, or do I have to speak out loud?
I think
I think you had to speak out loud last time.
I think it is a speak out loud.
Okay.
You can like go behind a tree and I'll talk to everybody if you want me to.
I'm just gonna go talk to a tree.
I'm gonna go talk to a tree.
This tree's name is Jasper. Okay, so it's I have 25 words for a day.
Oh, that's
You have
it?
25 words and 3 charges
Per day.
per day.
Wait,
long
25
rest.
words per charge or per charge?
And how
Yes,
long does it
per-
take to
okay.
recharge?
A day.
No, she said you have 3 charges a day.
Yeah, so like long rest. Okay, so
Count it out.
Oh, a magical item that lets you communicate across all sorts of interesting terrains.
I know, I'm curious if it's
It
gonna
only has
work.
3 charges.
I'm curious if it's gonna work with this thing. I haven't had to use it up until now. Okay. So I'm going to have to describe the monster. Hang on, practice round. Okay.
You haven't cast it yet. You haven't rubbed the name in your
She's like
correct.
preparing herself mentally, like how a lot of people do before phone calls nowadays. They're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I have my notes right here.
And you have to call the doctor and you're over the age of 25 and your mom's not there.
Like, oh, I know. Working on it. Okay. What kind of creature has a hunch, long claws,
Warts. Whelps.
warts,
Yeah, warts.
is
And is swamp dwelling.
swamp dwelling, and 15 feet tall?
10 to 15 feet tall.
15 feet tall. How many words was that? Was that
22?
22? I think that was 22 words.
Right now, I think you're at 17.
Okay.
Oh, we can write it down. Hold on. We can write it down. Let's write it here. We can write it on a sticky note. Here we go.
I'll take a second.
Okay.
Okay. This totally feels like a riddle or like
Yeah, it's like
guess 20 questions.
Okay.
Okay, what creature
What creature
is 15 feet tall,
has long claws?
has long claws,
claws. Hunched.
oh yeah, hunchback. That's one word, hunchbacked.
Okay,
Yeah.
hunched.
Okay, so that's
Hunchback.
hunchbacked. Takes people.
Hunchback with whelps.
Yes.
With warts, because they're like they're not warts. They're like
Warp.
they're like
Whelps.
they're not. But yeah, they're not technically whelps because they're not open wounds either. They're like
Large warts.
abscesses. They look like abscess,
Like
like a
cysts.
giant. Yes.
Cyst. That's that.
Hunchback, cysted. That's a
Cystic.
word.
Cystic.
Cystic. Septic, cystic, same thing. They're both disgusting.
Sure.
Okay,
Has long claws, hunchbacked, cystic.
What else did we say? 15 feet tall, has long claws,
Hunchback, cystic.
I said takes. Hunts.
Well, I know, but technically we think it's being controlled. It might not usually.
Well, we saw
take people.
Zoom saw it killing a deer.
Killing a deer, but it's not taking any of the animals yet.
Adriel peeks around the edge of the tree. Y'all doing alright?
We're just trying something out.
Alright, do you want us to stay here or try and see if we can find anything else?
Oh, I don't know if we should go any further. Maybe, just give us a minute.
Alright. Here, what was that about? They're over here talking to trees. I mean, I know that they can do that kind of thing, but...
I'm not crazy.
Okay, we can leave it at that. Okay.
15 feet tall, has long claws, hunchback,
swamp
cystic.
dwelling. It's swamp dwelling.
And swamp.
Dwelling. Yes. Okay. That is what I.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's only 13 words.
Oh.
Might have more.
Okay, that's all right. I don't have anything else to say. Okay. Yes, that is the question. Okay. What creature is 50? Oh, I don't know.
You focus on the ring and you speak.
Okay. What creature is 15 feet tall, has long claws, hunchbacked, cystic, green skin, okay, cystic bumps, is swamp dwelling and is green?
She fumbled a little bit. It's fine.
I had a lot of extra words. Okay.
There's a break for a period of time before you hear Jasper's voice just curl into your mind. Is this supposed to be some kind of riddle?
Shit.
There are many creatures that dwell in swamps and similar terrain. Are you hunting something? You okay?
Okay, you have 10 words left.
She has to expend another spell.
You only have 2 more for the day. You can use it 3 times, but you only have 25 words per use. And then you have to take a long rest for it to regain those 3 charges.
Oh, 25 words, not per thing. It's 25.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you use it or not, your maximum per sending is 25 words.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like, oh, you have 75 characters to complete.
Yeah.
This is Twitter, okay? Twitter.
Send it out. Yeah, you send it out whether you've used all of the words or not.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and speak it because that took too long, I guess. Let's see. There are creatures taking people that are trapped in a town, trying to help them. Don't know what the monster is.
Another pause. It would be out of its normal behavior, not entirely, to go into a town, but it sounds like trolls. Does this help? I hope it does. Stay safe.
Don't reply. In case you use it even later. Need like a send help. Help me! We're trapped in a troll cave. Get me out.
Okay, he said it sounds like trolls. I say that.
Okay, trolls.
Okay.
So we go back to the group and we're like, does anybody know anything about trolls?
They do a think.
Now that we know the name of it, do we know anything about trolls?
No.
Fuck!
try them.
Your research can't help you.
Why
You
can't I
wouldn't
just
have
know
read
things?
about something.
No, I was saying if the DM was going to tell us what we know.
No, you've heard. I mean, you've heard of trolls before, but when it comes to their fighting style, when it comes to what they can do, you're not sure.
Oh, we're still fucked. All right. Did anybody know anything?
Adriel does kind of nod. She's like, I mean, they have long claws. They fight. They eat. Usually the majority of the population's male. Usually they don't attack larger cities.
How'd you know that?
You wouldn't happen to know their usual dwellings? Like, do they live in caves or?
They usually don't organize. That's the point.
Oh, that's interesting.
Usually they're solitary creatures or don't go more than 2 at a time. What they're saying is true about them being, 3 to 5 actually wandering around. That seems a little bit unusual to me.
Mm-hmm, I agree.
I mean, they're definitely being
I
controlled.
lost one, thank goodness, but other people have in the, back in Willends.
Damn. Ugh. Willens. Nicholas has actually fought one.
Let's see. Maybe we're all on horseback. We could try to follow the trail just a little bit. I don't want to find them.
I don't want to risk my horse. I'd rather just risk me.
Could I get you guys to roll a perception check for me?
Oh, damn it. That's garbage.
That's awful.
That's a 6.
7?
Is that cocked? Nope.
As she's saying all of this, as Adriel's looking at you, having this conversation, talking, you see for a moment her eyes unfocus and look past you. She freezes for that brief moment. And with lightning quick reflexes, reaches down, grabs an arrow, and shoots wildly into the woods.
Oh, fuck.
As she shouts, "There's one!"
No!
Ah! I knew it. No!
At least we're not in the town.
We probably had more advantage in the town than we do in the forest. It's natural habitat.
But yeah, we don't have to worry about hurting people.
Fuck the people. Okay, that's true.
Man! But they come in groups. But it's a sunny day. It's the middle of the day.
I know, but they said that they usually come at night, but they come during the day sometimes.
I brought everything, by the way. I mean, you guys left before I got to come back and say that.
I assumed you all would.
Yeah, no.
I assumed you would.
I stated that I was fully weaponized and packed up. Not fully, like, I didn't bring my fucking bedroll, but, like...
I had to worry at the log in the school account.
18 for Adriel.
Oh, wait, what are we, re-rolling initiative? Well, you guys should have said something.
No, this was her, essentially, it was like a surprise round for her as she glanced up with her natural 20 and noticed a pair of eyes peeking out from around one of the trees
so not cool.
nearby. It is low to the ground. That's 8. Yowza.
I know, but it had arrows. We don't know that. We don't know that. We know nothing. We know nothing. We are so...
If there's more...
We're so...
I should have asked Jasper how to fight them.
Fuck.
Right,
well, you still have one casting.
Adriel just takes a moment, her eyes unfocused as she looks out and she fires. You hear a slow growl as the arrow flies through the air and I need you guys to roll initiative.
Mother
15.
of God. That is an 11. How's your initiative so much? That's a +2.
Dexterity. It's how you quickly jump into action. Yeah, my dexterity's high.
Oh, so mine's actually a +3 now.
Should be.
You're a +3 now, so that's actually a 12.
Yeah.
A little better.
Oh man, I just hope there's only one of them.
Bro, there's one.
Well, in a way, I'm relieved because I didn't know what to do after this.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. I was like, well, do we want to fight him at night? I feel like that'd be even worse.
This is not raining this time.
All right, what's your all's initiative?
15.
12. At least we have a bunch of fucking people in this.
glad we didn't split the party.
Bro, we'd have been fucked.
Afterward, it is you, Talavin.
I mean, it's 6, maybe 8 against 1, depending on...
If there's only one.
Depending on Jin and Talal.
All right, at the top of the round, it is actually Zoom.
Oh,
He,
boy out here rolling in the initiative.
as he also follows Adriel's eye line, he too grabs his bow and arrow, knocks the arrow, takes aim, and that's a natural 16. Good
Woo.
boy.
Okay, good. This is better than the last fight we were in together. But he is a good boy. How close is it to us?
It's about 50 feet away.
Okay, good, yes. Ah.
Actually, I could go ahead and get a map thing real quick. If
Okay.
you give me 1 second.
1.
Give me that. Alright. So we have trees.
3.
Only 3.
Okay, I have my attack already.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm going to do.
So you guys were up a little bit further ahead, and this thing is...
We went back to the group to tell them about the drill, so we're all together, right?
Yeah, but we could still
Yeah.
be further out.
Yeah, you guys are all together. So, Adriel, she would only have a clear line of sight. Here.
Madison.
Yep.
My 2 spells for my cleric are Guiding Bolt and Cure Wounds, same as yesterday.
Yeah. you didn't
Nice,
change
nice. Then, N for Nora, T for Talavin, and then
it. So many
Wyatt.
PCs.
and Jacob. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, it's actually way back over here.
Okay. To
Yeah,
the
so
right side of the
on the
road,
road.
correct? Oh, that's the left side. We were looking at the right side, but that's on the left side.
Oh wait, I don't
You all
see.
looked over on one side, but then you all went over to the other side.
Right.
Yeah, the T up there in the corner over there.
Oh, okay. I
That's
see.
where the
I
troll
see.
is.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's
It looked like a tree.
Talavin, Nora. Who's below Nora? Wyatt, and then Jacob, Adriel, and Zoom.
Yeah, Wyatt is directly behind Nora.
And then Jacob,
Is
Adriel, and
to
Zoom.
his right. Adriel is in front of Jacob. Zoom is in front of Adriel. And the sprites are naturally with Zoom.
Okay.
Okay. So whose
Okay.
turn is it?
Zoom went first.
Mhm.
Zoom went ahead and he fired and managed to get a hit. As his arrow also it hits its shoulder, and you can see now as you glance with that sinking gut feeling, you look over your shoulder and see this thing as it was laying prone on the ground. Or it was laying down, crouching underneath of some of the brush. You see it now stand. Its small, pointed, needle-like teeth just hanging out of its protruding mouth. Its nose bulbous, covered with whelps, smeared in mud. You can see its beady, yellow-green eyes staring at you. Its scraggly black hair just hanging about shoulder's length. Its arms slip out of the mud and just dangle at its sides, almost at its knees, as it stands at about 11 foot tall. As it lets out this low snarl. The next is actually Jin's turn. She, at this point, kind of peeks out from the bag, sensing this sudden jostling, and she goes, "Oh no, that's not good." And she actually ducks back in to let everyone else know, so she has to spend the rest of her turn explaining what exactly is going on. Next, Nora, it is your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Spike Growth with my sword in the direction of the troll, because it halves its speed, and it has a 20-foot radius, and for every 5 foot that it travels, it does 2d4 piercing damage.
All right.
It reaches, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you take it and you cast it around it.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it so that, let's see, around it. No, I'm gonna cast it so that the spikes come up on it. So like it has a 20-foot radius.
Oh, so you're not gonna do it around it. Like it'll go around it, but it'll go and like cage it through it.
Because the issue is we have a bunch of fighters. Like none of us are magical.
Well, yeah, this thing's gonna get to us though.
Okay.
It's gonna get to us. This is just for that we can attack it with the range. I want to do it, so that it's around it, but I want to cause it damage. So I'm gonna have, instead of it being like in the center, like a clearing center, there's gonna be like spikes. Everywhere. Because I want to cause it damage as much as possible. Because I'm pretty sure they said this thing can jump. So it's probably going to jump around it. But I just like, in case it gets a bad jump or something. I don't know. I want to cause it damage.
Alright. So that makes it have a strength saving throw, a dexterity save.
Wisdom save.
Or it takes the damage. Ooh, it is not very nice. That is a natural 19 minus 1, that is 18.
Damn.
Is that against my spellcasting ability?
Yes.
I have a 14 spellcasting ability.
So that divides it in half? The damage it takes?
It doesn't say.
What spell is it?
It's Spike Growth.
I have it. Hold on.
That would be nice.
Speak with plants.
I have to look it up.
How come I don't have it? What?
So this is a concentrated 20-foot radius centered around on his.
How come I don't have it?
It's not very wise, but still.
No, it just takes the damage. It has to make a wisdom save in order to perceive it.
Oh, okay.
But that takes damage. Yeah. So go ahead and roll 2d4 piercing damage.
Gotcha. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a concentration spell, though.
3.
It's with her sword, it's different. 3?
Yep. That doesn't
You
do
watch
much
as Nora takes this quick leap off of Sasana, lands, and as she lands, just clasps her sword in her hand and plunges it into the ground. You watch this rippling effect as these long, jagged spikes essentially burst from the ground and slice up into its form. It doesn't deal as much damage as you wanted it to, but it will definitely slow it down if it tries to move anywhere. With that, it is Adriel's. Did you want to do anything else?
That's an action, and No, I'm not gonna do anything else. No, I can't. Yeah, I would cast guidance, but that's an action too, so. Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. It is now Adriel's turn. She's going to go ahead and take another shot at it. +5 to hit.
Oh, I need to remember that. That I add 5 to hit. Okay, +5, +5, +5. I'm just gonna write it up here.
Ooh, she just barely hits.
We have to figure out its armor class.
And deals it. An extra 5 damage.
Yes.
You see this, another arrow, as she aims. It lands in its shoulder, and it's getting more frustrated, as it was just pierced from below with spikes. It was a lot like that cartoon moment where you look out, and it just looks down. Just these spikes come and pull from the ground.
No, we might not be
piercing through its body.
We probably shouldn't be laughing.
That is this turn. Talavin, you are up. What do you do?
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. Because it's a dex save, and then if it tries to hide, it has there's no benefit from cover.
It's not trying to hide.
I'm just making sure if it does try to hide, it has no
That is,
chance.
It's a dex save. That is a 6.
Ooh, yay! It failed.
What's the range on Sacred Flame?
60 feet. Is it further than 60 feet away?
It's 50 feet away.
No, it's right at the cusp.
Okay.
It's right at the edge of that barrier. So, Sacred Flame. What type of damage is that?
Radiant.
Nice. You raise your hand and you clasp your newly forged holy symbol, and you take that moment. And as you're focusing, as you concentrate. Okay.
Yeah, no, I couldn't find my dice. They were under a thing.
Okay, and you're still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, just make sure.
Okay.
You grasp your holy symbol and you think about the celestial power, not only within your veins, but also the power bestowed upon you. And you take that moment, and as you twist your hand, this flame ignites. And as you thrust your fist forward, it darts out. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay. 4. Oh, wait, do you add anything to it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just 4 then. It's 4.
4? Nice. It is Wyatt's turn. Wyatt actually, he sees all of this happening, and he actually hurries and jumps off of Naerstar. And
as a movement, I get off my horse. Well, I wasn't on a horse. Okay, so I went on a horse.
Yeah, the only people who are off their horses right now are Nora and right now Wyatt. So well, Wyatt leaps off of Naerstar and heads off to.
Technically, doesn't he take damage?
20. He uses 20 feet of his movement and darts behind a nearby log, trying to make sure that he's staying undercover. He needs to roll a stealth check. That's a natural 1. He's not being very stealthy about it, but as he runs forward and tumbles, he attempts to hide. And he's going to hold his action until it's within melee range.
So, I thought I was already off my horse, but for my movement, I'll just get off my horse.
Okay.
I thought I was already off because I was walking around, but it is what it is.
Well, you all were kind of like remounting up as you were thinking about going back into the
that's fine.
Forest to pursue this thing. You all had just gotten on, and then you see this happen. Oh no, you gotta jump back off.
Okay.
With that, Jacob also leaps off of Buttercup. She is slightly bucking and rearing at the time as all of the horses are beginning to sense what is near. And Jacob, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He actually runs and stands in front of you, Talavin. As he jumps off of Buttercup and darts forward, shield in hand. It looks like he's setting up for something, and he is also going to hold his action until it gets within melee range.
What is this?
No, what?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Current setup is still this.
Okay. See why.
Good to know.
It's now its turn.
I don't want it to be its turn.
So
With a quick snarl, it's going to. Well, first I'm going to see if it's going to leave. No, it's not going to leave.
So, question, really quick, DM. So, technically, her bird is with us, and she gave instruction that if the bird ever saw the trolls to follow it, correct? So, if it were to leave, her bird would follow it.
Probably.
Okay, I'm just
actually say you brought the bird with you, but you know.
But I didn't get to
just
say
don't
I
have
brought
that
my
for you.
stuff.
Technically, we kind of left without her, technically. Because Kinsey was on.
I can jump with you guys. Yes.
Alright. It is going to
I'm not
try
even
to
writing it in
leap
his
out
class, so
of
I
your
can
spike range.
Natural one.
That's a 6. That's a no. As it tries to leap, it can't. It cuts its feet on some of the jagged spikes that are turned, and it takes the damage. Its speed is halved, you say, and it takes damage per 5 feet it moves.
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15. It manages to get out of the spikes, but roll per 5 feet. It traveled 3 squares, which is 15 feet. Its entire movement. Go ahead and roll. It would, instead of 2d4, it would be 64.
64 damage. How about that?
Not 64 damage. 64.
Okay. 2. 8, 9. 10, 11. One more. 12.
10, 11 was your last. Oh, no, yeah.
12
Sorry.
points of damage.
I can't count past 11. I jump immediately to 13. There is no 12.
12 points of damage. I need both of you to make a perception check for me real quick.
Oh,
no!
Another one!
That's garbage. 14.
6.
14. Talavin, you notice as this thing crawls its way, trying to leap through the different spikes, you notice that it's not taking as much damage. And you can see that where one of the arrows that Adriel shot, beginning to close.
Okay, so yeah, we knew this.
Oh, because it's the start of his turn.
It can heal, but
At the top of the round, it is once again Zoom's turn. He takes another arrow and fires wildly at it. Misses. As he aims, he sees the thing getting to lumber forward, much like the way the crocodile did in the swamps before, as it just snarls at you. And he aims and... but it just kind of breaks off of its hard hide. Next, you actually see Jen peek back up from the edge of the bag, and she says, do you need me to do something? What do you need me to do?
Stay in the bag! Stay in the bag! I don't know.
she is ranged.
I know she does. I'll kind of look over my shoulder because he's behind me, isn't he? Zoom is.
Yeah, Zoom is behind you.
I'll just say if you have ranged attacks only. Don't get close to it. Don't get close to it.
How would you know that?
Well, I don't want her to get close to it in general. They're
seen
little. I don't want them to even be here now.
They're little. The last time a big monster came by.
Yeah, the last time a big monster got anywhere near any of us, somebody got swallowed.
That's where my mind went.
They're bite-sized.
Okay, so
We're not bite-sized.
And let me check I'm gonna check the range on something real quick.
What? We're in mid-battle.
I know, it made me nervous. I have to pause for a second. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Oh, that makes more sense.
I don't want to describe anything without her. What's she doing? Leaving us.
She got nervous. Had to go to the bathroom. So I watched us doing that. Can I only cast Spike Growth once per long rest?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't write that down, so. Okay. Let's see.
Hang on.
One
Okay,
per nothing. Okay. Because I think Adriel just took her turn.
And then she said she was checking on something for Jen. Did Jen do anything?
No, not yet. Okay, we're back.
Jen, as you look and you say, stay away, stay back. Don't get close to it. She does a quick nod, looks up, and actually flies up 15 feet. And you can see there's this sparking energy in her hands. As she raises both of her fists in the air, you can see this dark swirling cloud just
That's so
forming
awesome.
above your area. On this beautiful sunny day, a microstorm begins forming. And she brings her fists in simultaneously. And at that moment, you see lightning, a bolt just shoot out at this creature. It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Call lightning.
And fails.
Yes.
That's good.
It suffers 3d10 lightning damage.
Ooh, that's good.
That's, yeah.
9 and 8 and a 9. Holy cow.
Yeah, Call Lightning is awesome.
She deals 26 points of damage.
Yes! Go, Jen! I'm so glad we got her!
As she moves her hands, and now you can see there's a little bit of electricity in her own eyes. And in that moment, you almost think of Bay. As you see this, and
I
as
think
you look at her wings, these iridescent, light-colored wings, you can see that there are small bits of lightning just off of her own as she brings her fist.
Literally
and
so
this thing
awesome.
just is electrocuted on the spot. It looks hurt, but is definitely still standing. You can see as the lightning strikes it, its hair slightly frizzes. You can almost see this steam just coming off of its body. Some of its teeth shattered upon impact.
That's hilarious.
That was rough. Nora, it is your turn. As Jen looks around, still not quite sure if she's doing the right thing, but right now she's concentrating on Call Lightning, as it is, I believe, a concentration spell.
Okay, I'm going to do Shatter.
Yeah, it's concentration for up to 10 minutes, so she's going to keep lighting it up if she can.
Yes! I'm going to do Shatter, which is a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Constitution. That is a natural 19.
Oh. Damn. Yeah. Okay.
What damage does it take?
I want to say half damage, but I didn't write it down. It's Shatter. It should be.
It's right here in my S's.
Yes, in my S's.
Right here.
Does it take half damage?
Failed half as much damage on a successful one. So yeah.
Okay, yes. So
3d8 thunder half.
3d8 thunder half. Gotcha. I'm gonna write half so I don't forget again. Half. On fail. Seem to be bigger. Alright. 6, 10, 13, halved 6,
47.
7. Yeah.
So
Okay.
3, 5, and 7.
Something like that. I love having extra players.
That's so nice. It was just the two of us.
This is all we would not.
Adriel sees Sprite essentially electrocute this creature, and she gives this nod as she takes her arrow. She's like, all of a sudden, my attacks don't seem that powerful. She takes the arrow and I have to learn some of those tricks.
Oh,
That's a natural 20.
Woo!
Yee.
She's getting it today.
She is not getting taken by a troll. She ain't about it.
Alright. As she takes another aim at it, you can see one of the eyes is slightly bleeding from the electrocution energy. You can see after it took the shatter from Nora, its ears bleeding out of the sides. It's looking really rough. But Adriel just begins knocking the next arrow and preparing, staying on her steed. Talavin, it is your turn. What do you do?
Ooh, I'm I'm going to, because I'm still pretty far. Is it out of her spiky things?
It is.
So how far away is it from me?
It is still about 50 or so feet.
Okay. I'm going to use 20 feet of my movement to move towards it. I'm going to take out my blades as I go, hitch them together, and I guess I'll cut my neck as I take them out, and I will do my blood maledict and my rite of the storm. Ooh, or do I only get to do one of those at a time? I don't remember.
You only get to do one at a time.
Fuck. Then I will.
But don't you have to get close to do that?
It stays. I don't have to get close to enact it. I have to enact it as a bonus action.
Yeah, because it's about to attack. Like it's out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I want to get closer. So, question, DM, range. So my Hellish Rebuke is a reaction.
Yes.
But it says, I was just looking at it, I'm sorry. The range is 60 feet. So, if I was to do it when it was, closer, up close to me, would I be dealt damage as well? Because I can't, I don't want to take damage if I use that. I'm just asking that if I get a reaction.
This thing has to hurt you in order for you to use this as a reaction.
I know that, but since it's a ranged attack, I know sometimes you can get dealt damage if you use attacks or at disadvantage.
That's not how this one works.
Okay, I didn't know if I was going to get disadvantage if it was too close to me or not.
No, this is a reaction. You just light up the person who just attacked you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just enact my rite of the storm then. Or
you use 20 feet of your movement?
Yeah, only 20. So I guess now it's 30 feet closer to me.
Okay, so you're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Are you walking directly at it, or are you going at an angle?
Can I see the picture? Yeah, so actually I kind of want to go, so there's that tree, if up to the right of me, if I can kind of walk past that tree so that I'm kind of in between those two trees that you have up there. So I'm actually going to kind of walk more towards my right instead of straight at it. I want to walk closer, but I want to kind of be in between those two trees. So that we're kind of spread out a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Because I feel if it goes for a slash, I'm going to need to be too close to everybody.
You take your blade, and as you unsheath it, you reach up, and as you slam it down, you just barely nick the side of your neck, preparing your next bonus action as you twist them into action. And as you twist, there's this lightning energy that pulses and arcs across your blade.
I take 2 damage from it.
Okay. Good to know. So you used your movement, you used, technically you haven't taken your action or your bonus action.
Okay. Well, no, that is my bonus action. Enacting those is my bonus action.
Hit it with the spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna do, Eldridge Blast. Unless my other one is... Yeah, Eldridge Blast.
Okay, so you're gonna Eldridge Blast it now?
Yeah.
As you do these things, okay. As you're walking up to it,
and that's one
blade crackling with energy. You dart around the side of the tree, raise your fist. You see that silvery blue energy gathering in your palm as you get ready to flare it out to it.
Okay, and I actually have to roll for an attack for this one.
Yep.
That is that's a 15.
That just hits.
Oh!
Nice. Okay, and it's a 1d10.
Yep.
2.
2?
Not very good.
as you fling your wrist forward, the energy lands into the side of its face. You can see its ear is just beginning to slough off the side of its head, burnt to a crisp on the edges, but still not doing very well. That is the end of your turn. Both Jacob and Wyatt, because they held their action, they see you come up.
Bonus action deal, right?
No, he would 5, 10, 15,
no, I already did
30.
that. Never mind.
But he could just get right up next to it. Actually, what did he?
It hasn't
He's-
attacked us yet.
Wyatt is going to roll over
Every time you
the
attack
edge
it,
of the
it gains
log.
damage.
and attempt to hide in the next location, holding his action until it gets a little bit closer. He's waiting for a trigger. He's waiting for something.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right. Okay, good to know. Then Jacob, seeing this, he also 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, goes after the creature and just takes 2 swings at it. That's a natural 16.
I mean, we don't know that.
I know. I'm sorry. Sophia's freaking out.
He's a big boy. He can do it.
Okay. I believe in
He
him.
darts forward with 2 attacks and slashes against one. It carves open. You can see some of its insides are just beginning to spill out. It looks so rough right now. And with his second attack, he swings across its chest, but manages to hit some of the natural armor, its tough hide, across its shoulder with no effect. He rolled really poor damage on that, which is really unfortunate. But you know, that's fine. It's whatever. Just weeping for my NPCs.
Waiting for my
Me too.
Zoom actually sees how close you are, and
Oh my god. We have to cut this shit out real quick.
he jumps off of Firefoot and just charges at it. So,
Oh
10,
no.
15.
No.
30.
He doesn't have like a sword. He
So
only has a bow.
he uses his action and all of his movement in order to get right up on the other side of it, so that it gives him oh no, wait, it didn't go. I forgot about its turn. So before Zoom does this,
Rest! Was I gonna say anything?
No!
No!
He wrote me you forgot.
it uses its movement as it sees as this flame curls across its chest. It
Towards me?
he stares directly down at Jacob, who was the one who attacked it last and is going to multi-attack him.
No!
1 second. I have to pull up his hit points. This is going to be funny.
Oh.
Funny? It's not funny!
So he's going to make 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks. That's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
You spare the dying, right?
Yeah. Another natural 16.
No!
Carve after carve, man. So the first bit is 1d6 piercing. So, Jacob.
Keep track of how many points this is so we keep track of how many points.
We're just being nosy.
Oh, try 2d6. That's good to know.
Yeah, because you get nat 20 doubles damage.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
She's
Oh.
Oh god!
Stop rolling!
Stop rolling!
Stop rolling!
Madison, roll all your shit at once so we don't have to listen to it. Just roll and roll and roll and roll.
Just predetermined. You know it's gonna attack us.
He's barely standing.
No!
Oh my god.
That's okay.
Being- After being
Stop.
unleashed with attack after attack after attack,
God, I have to fucking touch people for these fucking spells.
the troll just stares at him and just lurches down on his form, latches into his shoulder, and just crunches down. You hear his collar shatter under the sheer force of this thing's bite.
All
and
my
it
things are
pierces
touch.
one side, just claws at his back, while the other side just rakes him down the other side.
You're right
As it pulls back, you can see it tears part of Jacob's flesh with it. He's looking really rough. Top of the round, Zoom does run all the way up onto the opposite side of the troll in order to maybe give Jacob some kind of advantage. He doesn't have anything else that he can do, and he sees how close you are to it, Talavin. Jen is... and it heals
10 points. But we don't know that.
We don't know that. I don't know nothing.
Sorry.
But we probably noticed. Can I perception check and watch it?
We know it heals.
Yeah, make another perception check.
That's a 14 again.
14. After this harrying attack from Jacob, you watch as it returns the favor. Some of its wounds that Jacob just inflicted are beginning to close across its body.
Just a little bit, though. Like, it's still sore.
Could you go ahead and make another perception check for me, guys?
Both.
God.
Oh, no, please no.
That's a natural 20. Tell me how many
Natural
more are
20.
coming our way, please.
11.
Yeah, Talavin, as you are standing there, you hear...
No!
As a second is coming down, you begin hearing off in the distance...
We about to get locked out this bitch.
You've been hearing all of these
I can only use
in the
Hellish
city
Rebuke
as
one
everyone
time.
is fleeing and tucking themselves inside.
But I need it to hurt
And you
me.
see, as you glance over your shoulder, you can see there's another one maybe 60 feet away and closing. It's moving quick.
Fuck. I mean, I can't attack it. It's not my turn, right?
No, this is just something that you noticed on your off turn. Zoom at this point takes his arrow and aims and fires. Oh no, wait, he can't because he's up against the creature. So technically he could at disadvantage, so he's going to do that. That actually... Is that a success? That is a success. He actually, even though he's in close range with it, he takes his arrow and fires into the one of the open wounds that Jacob left on this thing. 6. The thing's still standing.
My heart is beating so.
I'm literally like, oh, God, I'm sick.
Jen, still focused, still concentrating, sees how close Zoom is, and she focuses, she concentrates. Natural 20.
Oh, God, thank God, thank God,
She
thank God.
manages to arc she manages to call down. This time she thrusts her fist forward as the lightning arcs into its body and manages to control it just enough so that it does not also arc and hit Zoom.
Oh, good.
Ooh, Lordy.
Saving throw, which against her spell save DC.
Please fail, please fail, please fail.
It just, it just barely fails. It takes another 3d10 damage. That's a 10, a 10, and a 7.
Or she lighting this man. Oh!
As she thrusts her fist forward, you can see on the tips of her wings, they light up once again. You watch another bolt just shatter this thing, and it just collapses to the ground. However, you do, Talavin, you're the only one who's noticed at this point in time.
I call out, and I'm like, because it's behind me.
It's Nora's turn. Nora, I need you to make a perception check to see if you notice this thing coming at you guys.
15.
15?
He's not being very stealthy.
You look around, and as you see this lightning hit, you hear an extra growl coming from somewhere behind this.
So there's 2.
Now there's 2, but technically that one's not dead because he got right.
Okay, so how far away is the second one?
It was 60 feet.
Is it close to anyone?
Right now it's 60 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, but it's not close to anyone.
But you glance around, you don't see it, but you hear it, and you know it's somewhere nearby.
That's right.
I saw it, didn't
you
I?
can use your action. It's not your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Nora, you can use your action to better search for it,
Ooh.
and then maybe hold a bonus action or something along those lines. But that's about all you can do right now, because you don't know where this next one's coming from.
Okay, but wait. I was reading. Did the first one?
Is down, technically.
It's down. Okay.
It's down.
It's not dead.
Okay.
You don't know
so
that.
Basically, I can't attack the second one because I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Right. You can choose to hold your action until you see it.
But that would be another round, right? Before I could.
That would. No, just the moment you see it.
If you hold your action, then you can use it.
Yeah, you can hold your action until it comes within range.
But if you hold a spell and it doesn't come within range, it's a wasted spell slot. Because it just disappears.
Right. Okay. Okay. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose. No, I guess I'll hold my action, I guess, until I can see it.
Okay, good to know.
I feel like it's a waste, but I don't want to use my spell slot.
All right. What are you holding?
The action that okay, I'm holding
What spell are you holding?
Don't hold a spell like a cantrip.
I was going to cast sleep whenever. Well, actually no, because it's like a ranged effect, so it affects creatures.
It starts with whoever has the lowest hit points.
Yes, but if it's far away, because it says that the range is range is 90 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose. So technically I could choose a point that's farther out if I see it.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay, please. Come on. I'm not very smart. 9.
9. It'll probably work.
A 9? With the 9, it'll probably work with... Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. But
What are you holding?
Wait, what'd you say?
What are you holding?
You're still holding sleep?
I don't want to make a dumb choice.
You could hold that.
Okay.
You could hold that.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hold poison spray, sure. Let's hold poison spray.
You're taking that moment and you begin concentrating on the vileness, and this green energy just starts oozing from your fingertips, and you're just waiting for this thing to come near. Alright, Nora, that is your turn. Adrielle sees the thing go down, she's like, that's pretty good. Anybody else see anything? And she knocks her arrow and holds her action to see if there's anything else hostile that comes nearby. And Talavin, it is your turn.
Okay, so since I noticed that it was regenerating, I'm gonna walk closer to it as I point in the direction that I saw, because I saw the troll with my natural 20.
You saw it darting through the underbrush.
And I'm like, there's another one coming our way as I'm walking towards this one to see if it's still alive. Like, I'm gonna get close, see if it's still breathing.
Okay, you step up, you get close, and you kind of give it a nudge. Its torso's still lifeless.
Can I tell if it's breathing or not? Like, physically breathing?
It's not breathing. No.
You could behead it.
I'm going to use my action. I am going to behead it. No. Well, I mean, she would want to do that. But, I mean, at the same time, it's like... I'm going to... Can I was gonna say, could I tie it up? I have rope with me. It's technically my saddlebag.
It's dead.
But I don't think it is dead. Alright, I will just poke it a couple times, and I guess I'll just hold my action. I'll hold Eldridge Blast again. Actually, wait. I'm going to walk over to Jacob after I see that it's dead, and I'm going to cast Healing Hands on him.
Smart.
You go over. He's staggering. He's holding, just grasping at the chunk of flesh that is missing out of his shoulder.
I have 2 healing potions. I have a medium and a regular. I will I'll give him the regular potion.
Alright, so you spend your action as feeding him a potion.
Yeah.
You kind of look at him and shake his head, and you shove the bottle in his mouth, and he kind of gags at first, as he initially wasn't expecting it. He's still staring down at the creature as you force his face over and drink.
I can't remember how many is a regular one.
A
regular is 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2. Yes.
Oof, that's only 4 points.
Well, it's a 2d4.
This isn't a 2d4?
Oh, it is a D4. Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's majorly cocked.
That's majorly cocked.
It's like standing upside
1,
down.
2, 3, 4. So 6.
Mm-hmm.
And you added plus 2?
Yeah, it was 2 and 2 and then plus 2, so 6.
Okay, 6 total.
It's not that much, but
he's looking a little better as he. Thanks.
Is Healing Hands? Well, I guess I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. That is that. Adriel, whenever you point it out in the direction, she's going to make a perception check.
She has advantage. I pulled it out.
Yeah, she does see it, and in that moment she fires. Manages to hit this one. Daggone, she is killing it today.
Get it, girl. Girl power.
She fires, and it deals another 8 points of damage to this creature. Okay.
I'm going to say that I'm technically, since I was facing the creature and then turned around to face Jacob, would I be in front of him?
In front of Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in front of Jacob.
Okay. And then zooms off to technically my right side if I'm facing Jacob?
He's opposite of you. You all are flanking right now.
Okay.
Yeah, right now you guys are just kind of surrounding this creature as you pointed behind you to the other one, and Adriel does fire and manages to hit this other one. And Nora, you actually, since you were holding your action, as you watch as Adriel fires, go ahead and make a perception check.
Come on, man, come on.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's better.
tainted 20.
Tainted 20? You do see it as you watch as she fires this arrow. You glance over top of Sasuna and just past Zoom, and you can see it is coming right at you guys. Its lumbering hands shuffling, its knuckles dragging, carving into the ground as it just darting forward. There's now a long arrow just hanging out of its shoulder. As it runs by one of the trees, it just breaks it off.
Alright, so
Next.
I was holding poison spray, so now that I see it, I can do that.
What's the range of poison spray?
That's good.
This way.
Oh, you're right. P-O.
You're right.
L-M-N-O. Poison spray.
Right here, yeah.
It
10
is...
feet.
Oh. Rats. How close is it, did you say?
It was 60.
Right now, from you guys, it's about 60 feet away.
I didn't know how limited
It's going to
that
take you
range
2
was.
rounds to get to you.
Okay, then my hold spell.
Held
I
spell.
can't use it anyway.
It's only a
It's
10
not
feet.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh, I thought I could hold. Okay, no.
I'm just saying that whenever you saw this, you were holding your action, so you now see where it is.
Well, it's only a
You're
10
prepared
feet range.
Because you see where it is, but it's not your turn yet.
Okay.
Wyatt is still kind of hiding in his spot, but he's actually going to dart around the other side. 5, 10, 15,
Being
20,
sneaky.
30. Actually, 5, 10. So he actually darts across to the other side of the road.
Is it on the other side of the road, this new one that's coming in?
It is.
Okay, fuck.
Hang on, I can only do so many things one-handed.
Okay, T, and so where's Wyatt?
That's
We're all
odd.
over there.
They came from different directions.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Technically, the other side of the road. So the side of the road where it says... it looks like Zoom.
This is the gate down here.
Okay, so where we originally went, like the first time, was to the right side of the road, is what you said, right? Is where we found the tracks?
You all went to the right side of the road, and then kind of looking for further evidence, you went over to the other side, the left side of the road.
Is where we found the tracks? Was on the left side?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we found them on the right side.
You found them on the right side of the road, and as you were looking around the rest of the area, you ducked behind one of the larger trees, which was on the left-hand side, in order to cast this sending spell to Jasper.
Okay, so technically, we thought that they were coming from the direction that the new troll's coming from.
Yes.
Okay, so the first troll was technically a surprise to us because it was on the other side of the road. Okay. I'm just taking in information in my brain. Okay, continue.
I know.
Onward.
Wyatt runs over to the other side, and he is holding his action, waiting for this thing to get closer, because he can't do anything else. So he's not going to get in melee with it immediately. Jacob is still staring at this thing, and he makes a perception check. He's like, "Did you notice the?"
And I nod. Yeah.
Thing is just closing up. Is he looking at it a little bit harder? He's like, "Oh no!" As that ends his turn, and then you hear a from right beside you, and you watch as this thing gets up on all fours and stands.
I fucking knew it.
I mean, we knew it because we read about it.
And it is going to make a bite attack. Actually, no. Seeing you right there in front of it, Talavin is going to make a claw attack at you.
At me?
How dare it?
20.
Fuck.
8, 16. You're dealt 20 points of slashing damage.
Reaction. Hellish rebuke this motherfucker.
As it stands, as it carves down on your flesh, you feel like just carve across your front.
No, not today. Oh man.
What a dick!
What kind of damage is this?
This is fire damage. This is a dex save.
A dex save, so it hits at 10 points. It makes a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC.
13. Yes! Yes! Fucking yes! It's 2d10.
You can do it. Come on, man.
You have to.
No! Come on. Okay, that's 8. It's 8. 8.
It's still standing.
No! Who's next? Somebody else needs to deal with damage.
It has 2 points.
I know! Sophia knows that. She's freaking out.
As you get this thing carved across, you can almost see the silhouette. You're just, and as you
and then I just
exhale that gasp, you stare down at it and just let out this shriek, and flames just burst up around it. You see some of the boils on his flesh just bursting. The other troll is going to use all of its movement.
Oh, so the trolls go one after the other. Oh, that's not good. Not good.
Just how it rolls, I guess.
Not good. That's good.
It could be worse. There could be.
I could be almost dead.
That's not almost dead.
That's almost dead for me.
You're at least a little more than half. A little less.
It uses all of its movement because, Talavin, it was 60 feet away from you.
But it was not 60 feet away from yonder horses, and if it touches...
And it gets right up next to
the spreads
where Adriel was.
No.
But he's 15 feet in the air!
What'd you say?
It's closing the distance.
Oh my god, oh my god!
It's right next to Firefoot and the fairies.
No! Yes, that's what I just said! Thank you very much!
But they're hidden. That's unfortunate.
Wait, but Talel and Spice are hidden.
Yeah,
So it only technically sees Jin.
But Jin isn't. Even if it sees.
Yeah.
But she's 15 feet in the air.
It's 15 feet tall.
Okay, well, it was 15 feet above the horses, which was at least 5 feet, so she's at least 20 feet in the air.
As you can see, it lumbers up, and it's still... Yeah, it's still too far away from Adriel, but you see her going, oh no, as she's knocking another arrow and ready to fire. It is Zoom's turn. He sees this thing standing in front of him, and he sees this other thing coming at Adriel, but this one thing is right in front of him. He has to take care of this, so he's going to make another attack at disadvantage because he is too close to it. That's a hit, actually.
Yay! Okay.
He takes, instead of firing his arrow, he actually takes and just jabs it up into its side. It lands dead on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, so it can't regenerate. Okay. But we don't know that.
That's his entire action, and he's going to use his movement to get into a better place so that he can fire. So he takes 5, 10, 15.
I mean, technically,
Okay,
doesn't
so
that count as fire
He
damage?
No, it
tucks
is.
himself
Arrows
next to
are
one of the
fire
trees.
damage.
Nora, technically this thing is about 10 feet away from you.
So technically, you were still holding your poison spec. Technically.
Yes, I was holding that. But it has to be my turn to do it anyway.
No, you
right?
don't. No, not when you're holding an action.
Now, when you're holding an action, it's you can go whenever.
It's
the turn
in
goes.
range of you.
I'm gonna do that then. Wait, poison spray is a cone effect or something. It's okay. I
Yeah,
shouldn't.
that's a cone effect. You can aim it so that you don't hit Adriel.
Okay, that's the.
Or that's
my-
what you aim
Poison
so
spray
that
for
you
the
don't hit
horses.
Adriel. It has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Yes, Constitution saving throw. That's right.
That is a 15.
14.
It just barely saves. Go ahead and roll.
Half
Is it half damage? Read in the spell. Does it say
yeah.
half damage?
Man, why didn't I write these things down?
I don't know.
P-O, poison spray. I had it
It was.
here. Alright. Let's see. The creature must succeed in Constitution.
Or take.
Or
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't say.
no,
halved.
it doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I guess not.
Yeah, it doesn't get halved. It just doesn't get
You-
poisoned.
As you thrust your fist forward, this green mist just kind of envelops its form, and for a moment it blends with its figure,
Ew.
and all you can see are its beady yellow eyes peering
Ew.
on this cloud of greenish mist that should have poisoned it, but seems to not have taken effect.
Maybe they're resistant to poison. Thought Nora, thinking there was nothing she could do wrong.
Absolutely nothing.
I think only acid and fire, but I don't have any more fire. That was my only fire spell.
Zoom sees this. You did your help action. Jin, all of a sudden, seeing this thing, turns around and sees that it's headed directly for Firefoot, and sees that it's very dangerously close to Talel and Spice. And you can see as she swings her hand, no! A quick reaction, just fires with her hand. It has to make a dexterity saving throw. That's a fail.
I keep holding my
Takes
breath.
3d10.
I always forget which fail
Oh,
you're
not as
referring to.
good as the other ones. It only takes 10 damage.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hey,
Any damage is
every
better.
damage is good damage.
Yeah.
As she looks around, no! And just fires, and this arcing electric energy just passes around her form and just lights this thing up as and it sees her floating up there.
No! Go after me! Because they're my favorite.
Nora, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay, it's close enough. I can attack it with my sword. It's close. I'm close enough to it, within 10 feet.
Yeah, you have
so.
to use your movement to get into melee with it, but you are close enough to use your sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my spells in case I have to do something else. So yeah, I'm going to attack it with my new bone sword. Yeah. No. I
I
take it
think
back.
you already have your longsword out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with so I don't have to switch weapons. I'll do it with my longsword, which I can use because of my backstory.
Yes, you can.
As we worked it out. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it's good. Okay, so...
There was this, like, technicality with calling her sword a longsword, because technically warlocks are not proficient in longswords, but her sword is more like a rapier anyway.
Yes, yes.
It's more like a short sword rapier, and it was designed to be a much lighter weapon.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so... I don't hit it. It's 13.
13 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, you run up, and
now
as
I'm
you
right
swing
there.
upward, it just glances off of its natural hide, and it just snarls at you. You can see this thing is just lumbering above you. You can see its form as it...
My hands are sweating so much.
Its breath just has this swampy decay, and you can swear you see bits of just tangled mess in its jagged, pointed teeth. With that, Adrielle is a little bit too close for comfort. She actually gives a swift kick to her horse.
Oh, she's still on
and
her
actually
horse.
charges around the side. She's trying essentially to stay with, keep out of range of it while still attacking it and not taking disadvantage. So she has to do 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
We need to get Zoom source away from there.
She rides up and around on the other side in between these two trees over here. And takes the shot. That's all she can do.
Mm-hmm.
Shot, shot, shot.
That's fine.
Okay, we need more magical people in our group.
She misses. As she's riding, she turns around and takes aim, and it just goes wide and hits in one of the trees that actually Zoom is standing really close to. Uncomfortably so. Here, sorry!
Ain't that a theory? My bad.
Good, my bad. Here, guys. In the meantime, that is Adrielle. Talavin, it is your turn.
I take one.
As you look down at this creature, make a perception check.
That is a 13.
13. You glance down. You're not sure if this thing is going to start regenerating or not. You're not sure. You can take the risk and leave it, or you can stay. What do you do?
This is really hard.
Well, you can't make it anyway.
I mean, I could make it. I'm within. Am I close enough to get to Firefoot? Or like to the troll?
You could just barely make it. Nora, whenever you ran up to attack it, essentially you could get like right up to Firefoot, but you could not get to the troll. But Nora, whenever you came forward, you did give Firefoot a swift little nudge. And all of the horses, by the way, are just not having any of it. They're probably getting ready to bolt.
I mean,
Except
I don't think
Warrior.
my
He's
horse
used to
would
this
bolt. He'd probably still be like, "What the fuck is going on, fam?"
Yeah.
This is happening.
Technically, he can attack, but I'd have to tell him, and it's too much work. Okay, so you moved. So she moved Firefoot out of the way, like told him to get out or something. I don't know.
She gave him a quick smack, and he began trotting forward as she took the swings
Towards
of
the
troll.
barrier direction?
Yeah, heading down the road.
Alright, we'll have to deal with that later.
He's not at a full gallop or anything yet.
And technically it's 10 miles to the barrier.
She didn't say how close the barrier was to this one.
We're still fucked. Okay, I'm going to take as I'm like seeing this new troll, like I take like a last look at the dead troll behind me, and I'm just like, and then okay, so Firefoot's out of the way. I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna try to behead straight. I'm gonna try to like plunge it in the heart, like give it one good last, just to like
take your sword and just plunge it into one of the already open wounds, and you watch the lightning energy just seize its body, twitches from instinctually as you inserted it right near its spine, as the entire body just convulses with the energy. It doesn't seem to be moving.
Okay, and then I just pull it back out, and then can I use 30 feet of movement to get closer to the other troll.
You can.
And I don't want to get next to someone, so I want to kind of be flanking it a different way than anybody that is already around it. Does that make sense?
Right now, the only direction you can travel is you're gonna end up essentially right next to Nora. That's the only way, but you're still not going to be in range.
Okay, then I guess it is what it is. I'll stand next to Nora.
You're slightly behind her.
That is fine. I don't think I have any bonus action in anything, so.
Alright.
It do what it do.
Low-key, I'm kind of hoping it hits me.
Yeah.
To activate my armor. Come on, hit me! Come on, do it! Hit me!
It is Wyatt's turn, and now seeing that somebody is currently adjacent to it, he's going to dart forward, and this is nice and sneaky. This thing does not notice him.
Ooh.
Yeah, natural 20. He is going to sneak attack it.
Yeah.
He suddenly comes up from the side, comes up from behind, from a place you had an idea of where he went, but the creature did not, as it did not see him dart across the road. And let me double check how much sneak attack damage is.
Is sneak attack damage the same for everyone? Just curious.
What do you mean?
Because doesn't everybody get sneak attack if a creature is
surprise attack? There's a difference between surprise attack and sneak attack.
You guys will get an extra turn.
I know surprise attack is before you enter initiative, but
3d6.
Damn. But can anybody get sneak attack?
No.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
No, you're not a rogue. No.
So I'm just asking because I didn't think he was a rogue either.
Ooh. He is.
He's a multi-classer too. Look at this, all these multi-classers.
Wyatt's a good boy rogue.
Oh, I thought you said Jacob.
Wyatt darts around the edge of the tree, and as he runs up, he has his blade in hand and just jabs it into the creature's side. Does he actually get an extra attack? I do not see where he gets an extra attack. Nope, he does not get an extra attack just yet. So he deals 10, 14, 16.
Yes.
16. Ooh, 16 plus 4, that's 20 points of damage.
Yes.
As he goes around the side, and with this long blade just sinks it in between the vertebrae, and as he twists the thing, and just looks around wildly. So 20 points of damage. Good boy. The thing is starting to look a little bit hurt, but it is still kicking. Jacob prepares an action to see whether or not this thing will rise again, because he is not having it. He watched this thing tear into you, it tore into him. He's going to make sure, so he prepares his action, because he's never fought one of these before. Now, at the top of the round, the one creature does not regenerate.
Okay.
While the other one does.
Oh, right, they go back to back.
Yeah.
They go back to back. It just happened to be how they rolled in initiative.
It's
This
okay.
one, Nora, as you are right in front of it.
Come on.
You're the one who tried to poison it. Well, actually, it has two people. Wyatt's the one who just stuck it in the back.
Well, I tried to hit it too and failed.
It's facing you.
Hit me. Come on, do it. I want to be the one who's hit.
Yeah, he goes for you.
Okay, good.
He's going to make it a multi-attack at you.
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
That is a 9. A 14.
Which one of those? Oh, no, that
And a natural 1. He whiffs on all his attacks.
None of those hit you.
14 hit you?
No. Oh, no. My armor class, no.
She has 17 armor class.
This thing, as it snarls at you, it goes down to bite, and you duck out of the way. You feel its teeth just barely breathe right by your neck. As it swings two claws in an arcing downward motion, you leap up backwards, almost Neo style, as it just swipes either side. It misses all three of its attacks. This is fun.
This is fine.
This is fine. It's whatever. I didn't need you to do anything for me, Mr. Troll. Top of the round, it is Zoom. He is going to take a shot at this new thing. Hits. Deals it 5 points of damage as he takes aim, and seeing as it leans back, frustrated that it just missed on all 3 attacks, it just nicks his neck as it stares down at him, its beady yellow eyes darting around, now seeing that it's being outnumbered. The next is Jin. She, still focusing, still concentrating, just thrusts her hand forward, and it has to make a dexterity saving throw. Misses. Dells. Holy cow.
We're killing it.
Literally.
Woo! Deals 11 points of damage to it. As she, this time, as she sees the horse beginning to run away, she has a choice to make. And she knows that she has to kill this thing in order to do anything. And so she thrusts her hand forward. The lightning just arcs around her. As it seizes this thing's body, she uses her movement, which is, I believe, 40 feet flying. She flies forward for the bag.
Oh, I don't want her
for Firefoot, who is currently preparing himself to gallop away. That is her turn. Nora, it is your turn. This thing, after missing 3 attacks at you, what do you do?
I'm gonna try hitting it again with my sword.
Go ahead and try and hit it again with your sword.
I am supposed to be a weapons person.
You make weapon.
I got a 12. Why?
You rolled a 12?
No. I don't hit it.
Yeah,
and
you take another swing
one more than I do, too.
and carve across
Just
his
rolling.
body. It's hard. Its hard hide is just not giving anything.
That's too bad. I'm
Oh,
useless.
wait. Wyatt got a natural 20 on his thing, so technically that was double damage. Sorry. Little bookkeeping thing.
Hey, we all make mistakes.
It's okay. We accept you as you
We
are.
accept this mistake.
Don't worry. I'll roll for
That
a third.
motherfucker is
Don't
coming
tempt
after me next.
No, we're forgiving. We're
Kill me.
forgiving, loving. Kind.
Nora, is that all that you do? You have a bonus action in your movement.
That's all I really can do. Shoot! Okay, never mind. Can I... No. I'm just gonna stay there. There's not much point. There's no point in anything. I'm done. I'm done. I need more bonus actions, though.
Yeah, no, we need to figure out some bonus actions.
Adriel is going to take another shot at it. Manages to hit. Ooh! And deals it 11 points of damage.
That's good, that's good.
As she, now with her horse, with Taper, properly positioned, she takes a better aim, and seeing how it's raised up into the back of the skull, and you can see now the arrow is sticking out of the back of its neck as it...
Yes.
Alright, it is your turn. You are about 10 feet away from this thing.
Okay, I'm not...
I can make that more exciting if you're yawning.
Oof.
Instead of like talking about playing D&D, and now it's time to play.
And I'm like, oh, God. I don't have any more of that. I still have my Rite of the Storm. Bonus action, can I amplify it?
Amplify.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so when I amplify it...
Come attack.
Yes,
Huh?
Amplifying it gives you advantage on the attack, which technically you Well, no, it has to be adjacent, so no. So amplifying it would give you advantage on attack, but your Curse of the Marked would give you the D4 regardless.
Okay.
The D4 of electric damage.
Yeah, because that says amplify next attack.
Yeah, it says I get advantage on my next attack. I technically don't get advantage on this attack.
Yeah,
No,
so
it's whatever attack you're doing next. So if you do your bonus action before your action, that's your next attack.
Look at my DM being amazing. Everybody, Madison Thompson.
Thank you.
Okay, so then...
I'm just trying to keep it fair.
I'm
not trying to kill you. See?
Okay.
I'm wearing the necklace. I have a heart. I swear I do.
Okay, okay, so... yeah, so I'm going to try to hit it with my lightning side.
Hit it with your lightning side.
My lightning side, so I have advantage. So I get the roll. Ooh, that's already a 15 though, so. But it's okay, so that's technically a tainted 20 to hit.
Tainted 20, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
But it's not.
Don't forget your amplified, your extra D4 for your hemocraft.
So it's 2d. I don't even have. Okay, no, I do. It's 2d4 slashing damage for my scimitar regularly. I'll roll for that first.
Yeah. Well, it's also it's 2d4 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
Plus 3. Yes, 2d4 plus 3 for my regular. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7, and then what's my Rite of the Storm is an
extra d4.
Extra d4. Okay, so 7. So that's 10. So that's okay. So it's 3 points of lightning damage and 7 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Well, I'd say end it, but we know what's going to happen, don't we?
I know nobody has fire.
But we don't know.
We don't know that. Nobody knows.
No, you didn't tell us.
As you run up and you just carve into it, you with a quick flare, almost like a monk with a staff. You carve across its body, almost bisecting its entire arm. Not completely, though. As you hit an artery, as it just gushes blood, and it falls to the ground.
Intelligence check. Can I tell if it's dead this time?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
I didn't see anything.
Well, an intelligence check would be more like, oh, I needed this, and this other one stayed down. Let's figure out what's going to happen next.
21.
21? You did notice that after your hellish rebuke, after the thing rose again, it seemed dead. It wasn't breathing. It wasn't doing anything. It seemed that after your hellish rebuke, as you glance backwards and see Jacob still preparing to stab this thing, it's not risen again.
Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of call out and be like, "Does anybody have any kind of fire? I don't have any more. We need fire to kill this thing."
Standing there, is holding his action to prepare to stab it again. As he looks, and he's like, "No."
Talel does.
Talel's not with us. Talel's running 60 feet that way.
Exactly, but
they're getting ready to go at a full gallop on the other
side.
Okay,
I use my 30 feet of movement to get onto Warrior, who is still technically standing exactly where I left him.
He technically is. So you managed to get onto Warrior.
And I get ready to bolt after this horse.
Okay. Warrior and
because we could just burn
Talavin.
the body.
He hasn't gone into a full gallop yet. He just started, and Jen just bolted right after them.
Okay. And as I'm like running towards my horse, I'm like, "We need fire to kill it." I'm just like shouting that over my shoulder, because that's what I'm thinking.
You would say it stays down with fire would probably be better.
Sure.
Because you don't know that it kills it officially.
Yeah, I'll just say like it stays down with fire. As I'm like running for my horse, I'm like, "Oh my god."
Okay.
Right.
Run away, horse! Run away, horse!
I'm staying at the ready.
Jacob, hearing this, he stares and kind of feels a little bit useless as he looks at the thing. It's still not moving. At the top of its turn, it regains its 10 hit points.
Oof,
and just begins rising again. And Nora, you being right there still in front of it, it's gonna take a claw attack at you. That is a 15 plus 7. That is a 23.
Plus 7?
22.
Dear God!
Yeah, that hits me.
That is a 2d6 plus 4.
At least it's not a multi-attack.
How many points do you have to take for your thing?
15.
You are dealt 12 points of damage.
Rats!
As this thing just stares at you and just slashes downward, catching your shoulder.
And it has to be 15 to activate my armor. Shoot. You couldn't have done any more damage?
Come on, Madison!
Come on! You never held it.
I want more damage! More damage!
Like, really? You didn't try hard enough.
You didn't try.
You should have hit me harder.
Actually, before that happens, Wyatt was holding his action. Let me see if he manages to... You might not actually take that damage. Nope. As this thing stands, he goes to carve down into its spine. However, it manages to hit the actual bony protrusions just peeking out of its slender form, and it just punctures it, but it doesn't deal enough damage to do anything. Zoom, seeing this, goes to take a shot.
I mean, I was at the ready, but I don't think she heard me. Oh, wow.
4, 3, 7. He manages to hit it for 7 points of damage, and 3. The next arrow hits it square in the eye as it looks back, its eyes looking around the arrow going with it. It reaches up and yanks. I'm going to run a fun strength check. It isn't able to pull it out as it's lodged in the back of the eye, but not enough to penetrate the brain. With that, Jin also lets out... She glances over her shoulder, sees you getting ready to take off, and just, with a quick thrust of her hand, natural 20.
Damn, this girl is like this bitch.
Determined. Doing double damage.
I guess now we can't get rid of it.
15
She's too good.
doubled is 30. That's 30 points of damage. And she just wrenches her hand. Actually, it's not a hit. It is a dexterity save on the creature. The creature got a natural 20, so instead of doubled 15, it takes 8 points of damage. It is down once again. As the lightning hits its side, we need fire. Lands back on the ground.
Okay.
With that, Nora, it is your turn.
I'm gonna prepare an action. I'm gonna prepare to immediately attack it if it attacks me again. And
if it wakes
let's
back
see. Up. Can I do the healing hands on myself? That's not a bonus action. That's an actual action, isn't it?
That's an action, yes.
Okay, never mind then. I'm just gonna prepare the stabby stab.
Adriel prepares her action, and she sees this thing. She's like, "You think it's dead? I think it's actually dead this time. The other one only went down once." And she prepares.
I didn't see the other one, so.
Wyatt also prepares his action. He takes his dagger and prepares to stab it in one of the wounds that is already opened.
You skipped me.
Jacob begins making his way over in a double dash.
She's gonna get to you.
And just to make it all the way over to where you guys are. You all are getting ready to pound the living daylights out of this thing.
It's kind of like at the very end of the Avengers, the first one, whenever it's like, dun, 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 dun,
we're ready for this thing. Alright, that is his turn. The creature...
No, you skipped me.
Turn. Huh?
You skipped me.
I skipped you?
Yeah.
Oh, tell it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna use... So, how many feet of movement do I get on horseback? Because I technically...
You should have your warhorse stats, right?
Where would I find those? Let me look.
Right.
Let's see, creature
Back of
stats.
the book.
When I look up warhorse, it says see creature statistics. See also vehicles.
Warhorse, it's right here in the very back of the book. You have 60 foot of movement.
Okay, well, I'm going to use, if I use 60 foot, so that's just my movement. If I use all 6, can I catch up? Or would I have to use my action to go further? Can I do that?
You essentially give your action to him, so with a quick kick, he bolts forward, just, and you're able to reach right up next to, or using his movement, you're able to get him all the way up to where Firefoot is, because he only just started running. This is kind of happening simultaneously. So in order to, how do you stop Firefoot?
Can I reach over and grab his reins? Or, yeah, can I, like, reach over and grab his reins?
Make a dexterity saving throw as you are leaning over on your horse and trying to grab the reins, which are tossing along his back.
That's a 17.
17? You reach out, and seeing how he's running, he's still not at 100%, so he's not really at full capacity for his running. But since you were able to catch up, you reach over and grab at the bottom and kind of give him a quick tug. And you all begin to slow down.
Okay.
But that is your entire, that's your action, your movement. You have a bonus action.
Bonus action, can I link with the horse and just be like, it's okay, like, just say like a we're fine now, be calm. It's like a,
yeah, you convey these emotions via your telepathic link using your visual ability. And all right, so again, at the top of the creature's turn, it once again just stands back up. Since Adriel, Nora, and Wyatt, you were all holding your action, so everybody go ahead and roll for the attack. And then Nora, you technically get advantage because Wyatt is adjacent. You all are hang on, I forgot the word. Flanked. So you get advantage.
Sniper advantage. Wanna take it? Yes, 24 to hit.
Wyatt gets a natural 20.
this man is fire.
Adriel fires wildly this time as this thing begins standing up. She sees so many people gathered around it. She doesn't want to hit anyone and just it shoots high over top. And Zoom was also, or no, it's not Zoom's turn yet, so all of you all were holding your action. So go ahead and roll damage.
4 points of, I think it's slash damage.
Yeah.
Because it's a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I mean, Wyatt got 20, so like.
Yeah, he rolled 16 doubled is 32 points of damage with his natural 20. As both of you simultaneously, as this thing just begins to stand, both of you, no, just shank it as it falls back to the ground.
I don't have anything to build a fire, would I?
I would in my pack. I mean, like, I have a tinder box, but it's not there.
She said it goes down with fire, so could I do that?
A torch?
That's your turn.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
Could I?
Well, technically that was her last turn. Now it could be her real turn.
No. It hasn't come back to her turn, because whenever you hold your action, it's not your turn.
What happened?
Oh,
When did it turn on?
No.
So, at the top of the round, Zoom is just preparing his action to fire at this thing, potentially, if it decides to get back up. Jen, at this point, she glances backwards, sees that everything is kind of being handled, and she's still focused back in the back of her mind. She's still concentrating on this microstorm that has formed around the tops of the trees. But she throws up in the top of the bag and looks inside. Are you all right? Yeah. A very faint, yes, we're all right. A little bit jostled. What's going on?
Poor babies.
So, Adriel also holds her turn. Nora, it's your technically you go before Adriel, but Adriel's holding her turn. But Nora, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm holding. I wouldn't have enough time. I know that they're gonna get Talal to get some fire because he has the little fire cantrip. If we could just use that to like catch something on fire and burn it, then we'll be fine.
I also have a tinder box.
It'll be fire.
And I have torches.
Yeah.
All right. So you are preparing your action for it when this thing goes. Talavin, you begin guiding Firefoot and Warrior back. So that's essentially your action, is to bring everybody back to the main area, or your movement rather. What are you doing for your action?
Do I make it back to them?
You do make it back.
Okay.
You make it back to everyone, but you used your movement, so you can't get off of your horse or anything.
Okay, can I make like an intelligence check to see if like we lit its body on fire, if that would work?
Sure, make an intelligence check.
Okay. Monkey, why do you want to be up here?
Wants to be front and center.
Ooh, that is only a 12.
12. You know fire worked last time, but you're not sure what it was about the fire that aided you.
Okay, as my action, can I pull out a torch and ask Talal to light it on fire?
Alright, you hold the torch over, and you see he's like, it might take a minute. You can see just a very faint light as he props himself up on the edge of the bag and just touches the edge, and he's focused, concentrating, and he does light it, but it takes his entire round to light it.
What
and
else
it's
is
still
he
just
doing?
it's just barely on fire. You have to give it a second and swirl it around to give it some air.
Okay.
That is
Bonus
your turn.
action, once it's on fire,
Wyatt
can I throw it to... No,
preparing
I'm
his
just kidding.
action.
It's gonna throw it to you.
Jacob is also preparing his action. Essentially, what you guys are doing is all like flanking it on every single side.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh wait, it's not my turn. Never mind.
It's now your turn. At the top of its turn, you see this thing begin trying to stand once again. Go ahead, and since everyone was holding their attacks, everybody go ahead and hit. I'm just interested to see.
Well,
how much damage everyone-
didn't hold an attack that time. I was looking. Right? That's what I said.
No, you did hold your attack.
I don't think I did. Instead, can I make a perception check?
For what?
To see if there's any other monsters around?
Sure, go ahead and make a
30
perception check.
more.
I don't know. Are there any more monsters? I don't see anything. I'm just.
Too focused on the one in front of
Yeah, look. Hey, look, there is a monster right there. I got a 9.
Yeah, no, you glance around, you don't hear anything else, you don't see anything else. Doesn't mean it's not there, but you're not sure. Everybody else hits. I'm not going to bother rolling damage because it's only 2 minutes. As everybody else once again hits it simultaneously as it lands back on the ground.
I kind of feel bad for it.
At the top of the round, or Zoom once again reholds his action, waits there for a minute. Jen looks over after seeing, and she's like, the lightning still. She's still concentrating on the lightning. She's like, do you need me to light something up? What do you want me to do?
And I just kind of call him, like, I'm going to try to light it on fire. That seemed to work before.
Alright. I don't have anything right now. Instead, she drops, she drops the call lightning and instead prepares actually no, she wouldn't drop call lightning because she's not sure, so she's still concentrating on call lightning.
Okay.
In hopes that something will happen. And just preps that. Nora, it is your turn.
I'm going to. Well, hang on. Talavin's not. No, she's back now. Can I get the torch from her? Use my movement to get the torch?
Yeah, you go over and you grab the torch.
Yeah.
That's a free action, so you walk over, you grab the torch, and you can walk back.
I'm gonna try to light on fire. There's not any, like, brush around, is there? It's a swamp, so it's all wet anyway.
It's swamp. There's a lot of damp earth all everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
You
tinder
step
box.
the torch onto its body. Go ahead and roll an attack with the torch.
Hit it on
With
the head.
guidance? Can I cast guidance on myself?
Guidance is an action.
Oh. I thought you said it was a free action. Okay.
No, grabbing the torch is a free action.
Gotcha. Okay. Ha! What do I add to this attack?
Your strength.
6? 8?
Wouldn't she have advantage since it's prone?
Yeah, you would.
Oh, you smart. You smart. Oh, please. Okay, that's better. 14. It's dead. It's dead.
not dead.
You take it and you smack the torch onto its body.
I did not.
It doesn't
It doesn't
You
catch
just
on fire.
Well, its armor class is
doesn't-
technically a 15.
affect. You touch it and you try and set it on fire. You try and catching some of its hair, and just rubbing it in the wound.
Why is it so wet?
Is it?
Ah! Your body is just kind of this gushing wet.
It's covered in mud.
Okay, is it my turn yet?
Yes. It's your turn.
I'm going to. I don't have any more fire shit. So I'm just gonna get off my horse and go down, and with my blade, I'm going. There's like not really like a lot that I can do. Can I carve out its heart? Can I attempt to carve out its heart?
That would take multiple actions. It would take multiple times.
Unless we.
It's hurt, but it's currently on the ground. You'd have to carve through its rib cage. And combat is 6 seconds.
All right. I'll just take the torch from where I try to get it.
We just pass it back and forth.
Why
Why
is
isn't it
try and beat it. Essentially, this is like a club right now, so you're to try and beat it with the fire.
Okay, so I roll. You said add strength to an attack? Just strength? Oh, God.
Yeah, your strength plus your proficiency.
I'm only like, it is prone, so I get advantage. I miss. It's like a 2 and a 5.
You hit the ground.
So that's a 5 and a 7.
Or so. And they're like, what are you doing?
And I'm like, we need to light it on fire. Fire hurts it.
Wyatt and Jacob both are holding their turns, and at the top of its round, it starts getting back up again. Everybody rolls their attacks. So if you're attacking with the torch, roll an attack on the torch.
Fucking
If everybody else.
16!
16. Go ahead and roll 1d4 for the club, and then 1d4 for the fire.
3 for the club and 3 for the fire.
And then everybody hits it again simultaneously. It falls back down to the ground. Zoom at this point actually comes up and holds out the tip of his arrow, for Talavin, and he actually lights the shaft on fire. As he grabs a hold of it, it begins flames licking up the side.
That was smart.
Zoom, everybody prepares their action once again, and waits, and waits.
No dice.
Perception check. As it's slowly not getting up, I'm gonna do a perception check, see if there's anything in the vicinity again.
Okay, make a perception check.
As she does that, I'm gonna look around and make sure the other one's still dead.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, you look over your shoulder. The other one is
14.
Okay, it's still down. I don't have to roll.
That is only a 14.
Okay, it's still dead. Looks still dead. You wait a minute. 2 minutes. It does not move. You all are officially out of initiative.
Oh! Can I carve out its heart now?